thought while I was sitting out here, I would go ahead and get a couple of these others shot. Had another call from a student last night and his father. Yes, it's the same student and father that have called me on all of the previous videos I put up, i.e. the trip to the boat launch and the video I did just recently on knots, and the video I did about tallow. It's all about something Dave has had to say. I have decided I'm not going to put much more effort into Dave Canterbury. He ain't worth my time. But I will answer this question that my student had. A day or two ago, I think it was like Sunday or Monday, actually, beginning of the week. But I just got the call on Friday, whilst I was out of state, asking me about Woodsman's Apothecary. And whilst I've never used that term in my class, my students got the impression that I have been dealing with wild medicinals and edibles for a very long time. Now, I didn't drag it out here to show you, but my Woodsman's Apothecary is mostly right here. What I know in my head. But I also I have a, I don't know what the heck they called it. It's a 3-ring binder with pockets, and it zips up, and on the spine of the thing, it's got a handle so you can carry it like a briefcase, and it's got tabs that you can click in a shoulder strap to it. I think it's from Mead, but I'm not sure. I got it secondhand. This is just the latest incarnation of what I keep my notes in. But it is that thick inside of 3-ring binder paper, not a scrap of it blank. Every bit of it is my Woodsman's Apothecary, my book. I've been working on my Woodsman's Apothecary book over the last 60 years. Remember, I'm 72. I started when I was young. Though I've never used the term Woodsman's Apothecary until now. It's a fine name. Once again, apparently, oh, wait a minute, that's right, Canterbury didn't even come up with that. I will direct your attention to John from James Townsend and Son. He actually did a video back in 2008 or 9. I saw it quite a few years ago. I don't recall the exact date. I don't recall the exact title of the video. But he talks about a pocket apothecary. And whilst you're watching the video, he's talking about, and I believe he uses the term traveling apothecary and Woodsman's Apothecary. And as I recall, it was mostly humor in the video. It was mostly humorous. What it was John Townsend's little Altoid-style tin with 6 or 8, I forget just how many, little vials of materia medica, he used the term. So even that is not a Canterbury invention. Remember, we're talking about 2009. Now, where John got it from, I don't know, but like I said, I'm going to spend as little time on Canterbury from now on as I can. I'm simply going to put out this one last notice to Iris. You really need to get your husband seen by somebody in the medical profession. I don't know if he's just being lazy about his research or what he's doing, but when somebody says, here's something I came up with, it means they invented it. He didn't invent the woodsman's apothecary. He may have coined the term, maybe. So either he's getting lazy with his research, or he's coming down with Alzheimer's, or something's going wrong with him. And Iris, before he forgets his way home one of these days on a hunting or trapping trip, you might want to know whether he's got Alzheimer's or not. Get it checked out and find out. Now, I certainly hope that somebody out there will take the time to bring Iris's attention to this video. We don't want to see the man stumbling around the woods, not remembering his way home, and end up a casualty. Like I said, I'm not picking on Dave because he's Dave. I don't care how many subs or views he's got. The only reason I started giving Dave holy hell is when he started costing me money by opening his mouth and sticking his foot into it. And it was costing me money. I am happy to tell you that that first class where he really cheesed me off, I had 28 cancellations out of 30 students who were signed up to take the class. That's taking food out of my mouth. So is it any wonder why I was a little ripped off with it? Well, the student who called me about this video and his father are the self-same student and father who started the rebellion that canceled 28, God, what is the term I'm looking for? Well, there's a term for it when you call up and tell a hotel you want a room and you'll be there, and they get paid when you get there. There's reservations. That's the term I'm looking for. Mental blank on the word. 28 out of 30 reservations canceled as a result of this father calling all the other parents that he knew were coming to the class, and it spread like wildfire and they all canceled. Of the 28 that revolted, 26 have returned, and this is the father who made all the calls, well, made enough of the calls to get it started. Only this time around, instead of the father ripping and roaring at me, it was simply the son asking me to enlighten him because he heard Canterbury say this, and he wanted to know, is Canterbury in earnest? Did he invent it? Well, hey. I told the boy the same thing I'm telling you. He may have coined the term woodsman's apothecary. Maybe. I don't have enough critical information on the term to know for sure. I know I've never heard it before this. So is it possible? Sure. Maybe. Well, that's all I've got on this video. I can't help but hope and pray that somebody pays attention and makes Iris aware of the fact that he keeps making stupid mistakes that he shouldn't be making. And he's saying things that lead me as like I told you before, a retired nurse, to actually wonder about his health issues. So, from the smithy on a rainy, nasty, cold Sunday afternoon, peace out. By the way, don't forget to